Wednesday night live. For anyone watching this later on replay, this is a live video. So the whole point of it is for me to be able to chit chat with people, answer questions. It's not just a fast-paced tutorial. So if that's not the kind of video you're interested in, then check out some of my other regular videos. Okay, there we are. Got this pulled up on my computer. Get it out of the splash zone. And we're gonna get started. Okay. As you tune in, please say hi in the chat box. Let me know where you're watching from. I am just already making a mess. Okay. Hey Jill, hey Dawn, hey Erin. Erin, I have a special package coming your way pretty shortly, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, I wanted to go super spring colors. These two are colors that are in the current mystery box. We've got Flamingo Shimmer and Robin Egg Blue, which is not a metallic. And then there's a couple other ones that I don't have with me, a really pretty purple, metallic purple, actually a couple. So check that out. I'm gonna actually grab the link for you guys really quick for the mystery box while I'm thinking about it. And then I'll just explain the colors as I go. And hey Linda, I got your email. I will reply. But yes, Sierra's birthday is on the 27th. So that's the answer to that. Okay. It's been quite a crazy shipping day, so got home kind of last minute to go live. All right. Where are my gloves? Okay, so I'm going to use a 12 by 12 inch canvas, and I've got my cake spinner here. I have just an old shower cap on here that it's all dry, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use my double-sided sticky tape, and I just put a few small pieces. There we are. I used to do 2, but now I do 4 so that it's not, so that it's still level. Yeah, but just use small pieces, otherwise it'll be too hard to get it off of your spinner. Okay. And this is the like thick foam kind that I usually get it at the Dollar Tree in a 3-pack. Uh-oh, okay. Actually, Veronica, if you can get the link to the mystery box, that would be awesome. My computer's being a bit of a butt. And of course, as soon as I said that, I think it's loading. But okay. Yay! All right, we've got New Zealand in the house, Ohio. Hey, Christine with a K, you're here. Perfect, we can start now. We've got Michigan, Florida, all over the place. I'm in Los Angeles, for anyone who doesn't know. It has been non-stop rain. Illinois. Oh, okay. It's okay. I think it actually just loaded. So for anyone interested, here is the link to the mystery box, okay? And we have an 8-ounce bottle box and a 4-ounce bottle box. All right, I'm going to start off with white, and that is just because I like to. You don't have to. Then I'm going to use this Robin Egg Blue. And I think right next to that, I'm going to put some yellow. A little bit of primer yellow. Not a lot. I don't want to have too much yellow, but I'm hoping to get a pretty green out of that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Everglade green so that I have like a darker contrasting color. Not too much though. And then I'll do a little bit of royal purple. Oh, we've got Switzerland in the house. Kansas. Okay, now I'm gonna go into my pinks. I'm gonna do Flamingo Shimmer. And I'm just putting very little amounts of each color so that I make sure that all my colors that I want are gonna show up on here. And then I wanted to do a little bit of the electric pink. All right, I think that's going to be quite pretty. I'm kind of tempted to put another blue in there, maybe a slightly darker blue. Let's do, I don't even know what color that is. I'll do just a little bit of sapphire blue. Not a lot, I'll just do a little bit in here. And then I'm gonna go through those colors again. I'll go a little bit faster this time though. I'm gonna put a little more of each color. It's 12 by 12 inch canvas, so we want about 9 ounces of paint. Now guys, this live video time, this is your time with me. So if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead and ask away and I will do my best to get it answered, okay? And this is all Mixed Media Girl pouring paint. It's pre-mixed, it's ready to go right out of the bottle. No need to add anything. Oops, wrong bottle. That one's empty. Lots of purple, can't go wrong with that. And then more of this flamingo. I think that's probably about enough actually. Let's top it off with just a little more white. And then we'll be good. Okay, so I'm gonna get everything out of the way over here. And are you concerned with the rainfall? In what way would I be concerned? I'm just curious. There have been some mudslides, I believe, in California. Apparently we had a tornado warning yesterday. But I think when you're like born and raised in an area, you don't worry about things so much. Yeah, you know, it is interesting. I am in a newer area. Like I moved to kind of more of a mountainside kind of area. So I'm like kind of curious about mudslides, like if that's even a thing. There's no possibility of flooding where I am really. But mudslides are definitely a possibility, so who knows? I'm trying to peel some of this off. Please send it to Florida. You're pretty crispy here. Yeah, you guys normally get stupid amounts of rain though, so. All right, here we go. Now I'm pretty short, so I typically don't pour this evenly because I can't really see the other side of it, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. As long as it's more or less even, we'll be good. So I usually do a bit of a tree ring. You could rotate it while doing that if you want, which might create a little bit of a different effect, but it's also just might confuse you a little bit. And I really wanted to go for like spring colors here, which is why I'm using those bright, you know, pinks, blues, greens, a little bit of purple. These are the colors that I personally associate with spring. Might be different for other people, but hopefully this looks like some big gorgeous tropical flower when we're done. And this is the medium bottle bottom. So it's 3 inches. And I sell these in a set of 3. It's 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches on my website. And I now also have a jumbo bottle bottom for those that like to do really big canvases. That one's pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Looking pretty so far. You were promised 70 and sunny. Who promised this? Wasn't me. I'm gonna grab a stick real quick. Okay. So I'll usually let it sit for about a minute and let it kind of drain off. I think we're pretty good here. And then lift it up. I like to let it close in, and I like to take a stick and pull it through to basically create these petals. And I do wipe the stick off afterwards, after each. So don't blend my colors too much. Oh, that's pretty. Definitely getting spring vibes from here. Okay. So once again, two of these colors, the Flamingo Shimmer and Robin Egg Blue are in here. Those are in the mystery boxes. Here we go. Seems like I did pretty good on centering it. Nice. I'm going to help it along a little bit here. And we spin again. Now, a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't really have space to do anything spinning. You actually really don't need a lot of space. I used to always spin in a box, and then I realized it really wasn't necessary. The paint doesn't go further than about 6 inches unless you spin it super hard. And there we go. I think that's awesome. What do you guys think? Do you get spring vibes from it? I think it's really pretty. Let's go ahead and do a quick close-up. And then I think I have time. Do I have materials? I am low on canvases. I think I have time for one more project. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, so I might have to use that. It's the last canvas I have in here. All right, I'm gonna do a close-up. It's going to shake. I did use a sapphire blue in here, which is a metallic, plus one of the pinks was metallic. So you actually see, look at that, some pretty cool cells popping up from the sapphire blue. I only put a little bit of it in there, but man, it made a big difference. Look at those lines, so pretty. I think it's so cute, all those little sapphire cells kind of popping up. Yeah, I really like that. All right, I am going to carefully move this over to the side here. One second. Let me see which way I want to go. I'm going to go over to the left here. Down goes the bottle bottom. Just flung it on my floor. All right, so to take this off, like I don't like to let it dry on the spinner because it's gonna get stuck there. I just gently go underneath, release that tape. That's why I put tiny pieces. Whoops. And there we go. Ready to move. Well, good thing is you can always watch on replay. So don't worry. I think I'm going to do one more project. Let me just figure out the best way to do this. You know what? I was thinking a vase pour, but I only have a big canvas and I don't want to do a vase pour over a large canvas. I think I'm actually going to do a hairdryer pour with these springy colors. Oh my goodness, okay. So let's do that. This will be a nice big canvas. So give me just a second. I'm going to get this set up. I'll probably adjust some things. All right. Okay. Head start on painting the floor, I know, right? Okay. So probably adjust the camera a little bit. Just give me just a minute. Okay, so 16 by 20 inch canvas. Feels rather pointless, but I'm going to get some clean gloves on right now. And then scooch this over a bit. So that we can see the whole thing. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think you guys can see that. Now, if you like to, you can start off with a base coat of color, or if you're more like me, you just go for it. You just start putting the paint on there in whatever way you'd like. I do not have a lot of white. I use double-sided sticky tape to get the canvas to stay on the cake spinner. So this is just my favorite way of doing hairdryer pours, but there's many, many, many different ways. All right, I'm gonna let that drain. Janet, if you're interested, please shoot me an email. My email is info@thepainterinYou.com, and we will see what we can do. So this is that Robin Egg Blue. I had only a half a bottle to begin with. I don't like to take too much home because I like there to be a lot for you guys to get if you want to buy them. This is that Flamingo Shimmer. I'm just draining those bottles there. And now for contrast, purple. I'm kind of filling in some of this extra space. I think this is going to probably end up coming out a little darker than I would want, but that's okay. It's going to be very pretty. Hello, Lynn. I'm going to move these bottles out of my way. Okay. This Everglade green is a pretty nice contrasting color as well. Nice dark green. Got a little of the yellow. I like to put the yellow near that green. It's going to by default get near the purple and to some degree, but that's okay. This is just for a pop of color. Let me actually look for gold real quick. I'm always looking for gold. I have some Golden Sun. I might use some Golden Sun. Yeah, let's do that. Yes, I will definitely be getting the electric pink in here. Don't worry. And get some of that Golden Sun. Okay. Yeah, and I like the electric pink because it adds like this really like pop of hot pink. So that's like the opposite of the purple practically. Like It adds contrast, but light contrast. Okay. I still want to put maybe a darker blue in here. So I think I'm going to use some Deep Sea. And Deep Sea, for anyone who doesn't know, is like a really dark navy blue. So it might kind of look black through the camera, but it's not. That's going to help fill in some space. And I think we're pretty good. I actually want a little more Everglade green, just a little. And this is what I call the hot mess stage. So at this point, it probably looks like it's not going to be anything cool at all, but trust the process. Okay. So hair dryer. Is it plugged in? Check. All right, I'm using a Remington hair dryer, and I'm going to use this on high air, but on completely cold. Now, I recommend kind of practicing with this a little bit. It can go pretty far, and I'm going to really try not to hit the other canvas. Obviously, that would be horrible. So here we go. I start from the middle and push out. Good. I'm glad you can see through the hot mess because this is what I love. So there's a few spots that don't have paint yet. In some cases, I'm going to just touch it up with my hand, and in others, I'm going to go over it with the hairdryer one more time. Keep in mind, the more times you go over it, the more it's going to blend, but that is generally okay with me. I like the blended look. If you don't want it to be quite as blended, I would recommend starting off with a base coat. And that way you can just pretty much control where you want the paint to go and then leave it at that. Don't worry, I know I have spots over here. I will make sure they are gotten before I am done. We've got some beautiful cells popping up with that golden sun. And another note is if you are going through this and you're like, okay, over here there's a lot of purple, I want to break that up with something, you can go ahead and add more of a color. Like here, I might add a little bit more of the hot pink to break up that purple. And then I'm going to add just a dash more Deep Sea with that. The Deep Sea and the hot pink actually make a gorgeous purple also. So just so you know. Pretty happy with the other areas. So I'm going to go over that specifically, and then I'm going to blow a couple other areas again. So here we go. actually really like that. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to come around, I'm going to touch up my signs, and then I'll bring you guys in for a close-up, okay? In just a second. What do you guys think of this one? Let me know in the chat box. Another thing you can do too is you can get in there with a straw if you want to hit like a more targeted area. Like you could blow this one specific part here. So that's just another option. The hair dryer is better for large areas, but if you want to kind of spot correct, it would not be helpful. You could also use, you know, like a world's smallest leaf blower or something like that. And I'm just gently coming around, touching up these edges. In some cases, pulling the paint over a little bit. Like here, there's kind of this random line of blue. I could kind of break that up a little. Just give it a little more interest. And there we go. We're pretty well covered. Okay, let's do our close-up. Aw, thanks, Jackie. Okay, it's gonna shake. So that golden sun is a crazy cell creator. Look at that. That was the primary metallic in here. The flamingo is also a metallic, but not nearly as much. It's more of a shimmer. So I think this is very spring-like. I would have personally liked a little bit more white, but I ran out. So I used what I got. See this beautiful purple that's created with the hot pink and the deep sea? It's really pretty. It's kind of sitting on top of the other purple. So maybe a little hard to tell the difference. But there you guys go. All right. So check out the mystery box if you are interested. And otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.